So, when we last left off, you guys had just dispatched another monster that you'd never seen before. This one had a really long tongue that appears to be coated with acid. It has really big ears. It's about the size of a goblin, with a... The haunch is basically kind of more like a two-legged dinosaur than anything else. Or maybe like a kangaroo, perhaps, but not quite as hoppy, if you know what I mean. You know, the backwards turned legs that are designed more like for running. Yeah. Yeah, you've never seen one like this before, but it was kind of dripping acid from its tongue. Thankfully, you guys managed to take care of it before it could do any harm to you or your equipment.
Mm-hmm.
That reminds me of another thing I meant to bring up. Have you guys been keeping track of your ammo? I noticed in another game when I was playing as a player that the sheet does not automatically subtract ammo from my ammo supply when I'm using an ammo-based weapon. It makes me do it manually. Are you guys remembering to keep track of your of bullets expended?
Yes.
Okay, cool. The only reason I was asking is I do recall one of you fired bullets at a rat. You might just want to rely on melee attacks for something that weak.
Yep.
Okay. So you're standing in a hallway. There's a couple doors on this side of you that appear to be offices. The doors are closed. There's another wider door over here that looks like it goes into some sort of cafeteria, if what you can make out of the sign is to be believed. You can see from this distance that this structure over here is an elevator. And as you can see, that the door over here is very slightly ajar.
Which way?
The door right over here is slightly ajar, and it's across from what appears to be an elevator.
Okay. I'm gonna try to investigate that open door.
Alright. Just move your token over there.
Why can't I was about to say, why can't I move my token?
Alright. As you get close to the door, you can read a name on the nameplate. It says Dr. Winston Felt, and it lists his credentials below it as basically the head of the hospital, the guy in charge of running this place from day to day. The door is slightly open, cantered inside, and the distinct odor of blood can be detected coming from the room.
Felsing, watch. Somebody watch my back.
Alright then.
I will watch the back of your knees.
Alright, let me go to dynamic lighting. Reveal the room. Well, there's of course no cool details, but
go across from be in front of the elevator. There you go.
Oh, I'm liking this fog stuff. Anybody that's not carrying it really distinguishes people that are carrying lights versus people who aren't carrying lights. So that it basically distinguishes dark vision now. Oh, this is awesome. This is the first time I've gotten to see it yet so far.
So I am going to kick the door down.
Yeah.
Kick the door open.
The door bangs open, and the first thing that greets you.
Can I go with the stealth first?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Can I go with the stealth first before he does that?
It's too late. He already kicked the door open.
Oh, I just got it up. That's why I was waiting to ask. Now I can actually roll it.
Well, like I said, you could have also declared it beforehand.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I remember why that's like that. That's right. I have to reveal areas now. Duh. That's why it's like that. Yay! Anyway, as you kick the door open, the first thing that greets your eyes is the body that is sitting behind the desk that's sitting there in a fancy chair. The body is tilted back. A lot of its facial features are gone. That looks like they've been eaten away. From your position just outside the room, you can't tell much else, but you can see lots of bloody clothing, and it looks like it's possible the chest might have been ripped open, but you can't tell for certain from your position.
I'm gonna walk in towards the desk.
Alright. As you get closer to the body, you can see that while it's clear that this body has been chewed on and ripped apart somewhat by the monsters you've probably seen before, most likely those rats, possibly one of the dogs, if the dogs have gotten in here. But there's also a hole right in the head, right through the skull and opening up to the back. It looks like this guy's also been shot. Blood has splattered over his desk. Some of it seems to be on some various pieces of paperwork.
Where was he shot at?
Right through the forehead. Looks like he was sitting at his desk. Someone came into his office, shot him in the head.
Oh, so like all the feasting on him and stuff.
Yeah, and then later, because the door was still left open, and unlike some of the other places, the monsters had actually found his body and started chewing on it. You do not see any monsters in here currently, though.
I'm gonna search his body, see if I find any keys or anything like that.
Alright, give me 1 second. I think here we go. While you don't really find much in the way of keys, you do see, one of the blood-covered notes on the desk catches your eye. It's basically something that looks like he printed out that says, Dr. Summers has been acting erratically lately. I would like to to remove her from service this week. Please let every other doctor know. And it looks like he was in the middle of signing it because you can see part of his name. It says like Dr. Winston, and then blood is all throughout the rest of it. It looks like he was shot in the middle of signing this note that he'd printed off.
Interesting.
You also notice, as you're looking around, that another note tacked to his computer says something about people seem to be acting crazy. Just be careful. It looks like he was giving himself some sort of reminder that apparently did not go over with him because evidently he wasn't careful enough. Maybe he didn't lock his door and he got shot.
So, can I investigate the desk, see if there's anything important in the desk?
Sure. Other than those notes that you just picked up, you don't find anything else of value in the desk. There's just basically the normal pen set, a little bottle of bourbon at the bottom. Nothing much of value.
Dude, that bourbon's of value.
Exactly. Get a drink
Is there
later.
any other doors in the room, or is it just that's the only room is just that office, and we're at the only entrance?
Yeah, it's just an office. There's a whole series of offices. You see these little black nodules sticking out of the wall? Those are door indicators. That means that each spot there is a door. I'm using a base map instead of, base line drawn map instead of, one of the other types of maps.
We have a map too, so we can always check that.
Yeah, but that one only shows the first 3 floors. It doesn't show the basement. It doesn't show the locked ward on the 4th.
We look still.
All right.
All right. So
move your token for how far you're going to be doing stealth mode here.
I kind of want to look and see what's in this room here. It looks like it's less than this room.
That's the elevator. You're standing in front of an elevator door. There's a couple buttons there, but they're all dark. Emergency lighting is on. It's possible the elevator does not work during a situation that requires emergency lighting.
Can I try to jerry-rig it?
That would require knowing where the elevator has stopped and finding it.
I'm gonna go over over. I'm gonna ask the big guy. Like, can you open these doors?
I'm not that strong.
Can you try?
I'll give it a shot.
Alright, I'm gonna move out this way.
By the way. What do you want, a strength check?
Yes.
Or an acrobatic?
Strength.
Strength?
Real strength. Ooh. So
I
you
guess I am pretty strong.
Yeah. Yes.
See, I was confident in you.
So you managed to pull the doors apart, only to discover an empty elevator shaft.
I'm gonna look in and see how far it goes up or how far it goes down before I see the elevator.
It looks like it goes up several more floors, and it looks like the elevator is parked in the basement.
Alrighty. You guys wanna go and check out the basement?
Let's go do for what we came for. We need the medical supplies so we could try to find our compatriot.
Oh, that's why. Duh. Hold on. I was putting revealed areas, and I completely forgot about the dynamic lighting.
Remember, we're only here for medical supplies.
Yeah. What are the chances this door will snap shut?
Well, since there's no power attached to it, as far as you can tell, it won't.
Okay. Just in case for later. I'm gonna go ahead and continue this way so I can find supplies.
Yeah, we know where the supplies are, so we gotta keep going
Sorry, it's been a while.
to the
Alright.
second floor.
Kurt, as you make it over to that door, you can see that there's a nameplate attached to it that's still visible, unlike some of the other doors along the wall. This one says Dr. Ivory Summers, Chief Surgeon.
Oh my. Let's crack this door open so that I see.
As you try the knob, you find that the door is locked.
Huh. Can't we pick locks?
Nope.
No, I can't.
The person that could do it is no longer with us.
Damn it.
Could you maybe force it?
I'll try again. Kurt, move out of the way.
If not, I'll punch it open.
I'm gonna try to kick it open.
Hold on. As you range yourselves around the range yourself around the door. You hear a snuffling noise and a click of claw on the tile behind you, down the corridor.
I turn around.
And you can see yet another one of those creatures with the long tongues standing there. Its head tilted up, sniffing the air. It seems to be detecting you.
Bill Gene Simmons Club.
All
Let's kill
right.
it.
Are,
kill it,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Are we in initiative order right now?
Yep. What's wrong, Lyra?
Woohoo! We all rolled high.
All right. So let me just roll up these guys, and Edvar, and we'll be good to go. There's Edvar. That's right. Your zombie moves on your turn, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Damn it.
Oh, there we go. Okay, Onyx gets to go first.
5, 10. I'm gonna whack it.
Whip it.
first one lands. Second one, it managed to dodge out of the way for.
You suck. Stay still.
And it counters, lashing its massive tongue at you. And misses!
Yeah.
Haha.
Felsing.
Alright,
Yeah, because my armor class is a lot higher than what it's showing.
Yeah, it showed mine as like 13. Like, I know it's higher than that.
How much is yours?
It's 16. It was adding either my wisdom or my dex modifier.
Oops.
Since I'm a monk, I get armored defense, so I get 10 plus my dex plus my wisdom.
Oh, it is showing you as 16. Sorry.
Yeah, it's because I fixed it.
Ah, cool.
so I'm gonna cast magic missiles and
Alright.
send my zombie in, but he's not fast enough to get to the creature yet this turn.
Alright. Kurt.
Let's see.
Be careful, Kurt. You're not that. You're a little hurt.
Just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and just shoot at it.
Yeah, stay back there.
And you get, because you're firing through other people, you get disadvantage. Which doesn't matter because it's the first one you rolled anyway. And the shot goes wide.
Oh, I was gonna say, I was gonna shoot through his legs.
Well, there's also a zombie there, so.
I
Still.
don't think the zombie's that short.
No, see, but even so, you're standing through people who could be moving. And even through legs, that gives you disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as you're shooting, the second one of these creatures bursts forth out of the room right here to the north and charges at Onyx.
He'll be fine.
It misses too.
Yeah. Edvar comes up here and shoots. 19, that means he makes a hit. This is regular gunbolt, so that would be there. Okay. He makes a hit on that one, 8 damage. Let's see, that'd be Onyx's turn.
I move 5 feet, and I whack him again. The one that I've been whacking. This one.
Okay, only one of those hits, and it does 8 damage. It's bleeding heavily now. But it spins around, attempting to whack you again with its tongue. And he gets advantage on you, but that still misses.
How does he get advantage?
Pack tactics.
Oh.
Felsing.
Alright, my zombie's gonna shamble forward and attack the one that's still bloodied.
Yeah. Ooh, good hit. It's very bloody now. Blood just running in rivulets down its side.
Chill touch on the same one.
Ooh. And in a massive squeak, it collapses to the ground. Let's see. Now we have Kurt.
Oh boy, what to do? That's screwed. Let me go ahead and go. I will punch it.
You have advantage now because we're flanking.
Excellent.
And my bonus action. Actually, my bonus action, I'm going to ready dodge. Spending a key point.
Sweet. Alright. This one spins towards Kurt, smelling his blood.
I'm gonna dodge.
Excellent, considering how badly you would have been hurt had you not.
I'm like, oh shit.
Bludgeoning and acid damage would have affected you.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it doesn't hit my AC, so I'm good.
26 doesn't hit your AC?
No, the 15.
Oh, that's right, because your dodge automatically goes to
Disadvantage.
disadvantage. Excellent.
Yep.
Edvar.
Oh shit.
Edvar's going to shoot at it.
That was a close one, huh, buddy?
I agree.
Edvar shoots it. Blood comes spinning, comes falling back off of it. Oh, my cat has gone all the way up on top of my cabinets. That's why she's whining. Your turn, Onyx. No, she gets down on her own. She just kind of goes, "Hey, look at me! Look at me!"
Pay attention to me, God damn it.
Both of those hit.
Ooh, nice. 11 and 8, which makes that 19.
Take that, sucker.
And it's bleeding profusely now.
Alright, the zombie's gonna attack again.
Finish it, you zombie.
Zombie
mean to
misses, zombie misses.
Oh, that's okay.
Or zombie.
And then I'll attack with Firebolt.
Isn't that a radius?
And that
spell?
misses.
Firebolt. No, it's not. And it's
Oh,
just
fireball. I thought you said fireball. I'm like, wait, isn't that gonna hit me?
Oh shit.
Kurt!
I'm already hurting over here. Don't hurt me more.
Was that right?
Another punch it.
An advantage.
Then I'm going to bonus action punch it again. And that one misses. And I'm probably gonna get hurt.
Oh yeah, it's got its sight, well not sights, but it knows you're there. And lashes out at you with its long tongue. 9 bludgeoning, 3 acid.
I'm down again.
I'll take care of him, Kurt, for you.
And some of your armor is starting to smoke because of the acid.
He just laid on the ground, splayed on the ground with his tongue out.
Let's see, is there anything life-saving that Edvar can do for you?
He's seeing things now because of the acid.
It's damaging
Edvar,
acid though.
Just kill it, Edvar.
Okay, Edvar's just gonna raise his gun and shoot at it again.
I-
And he does indeed kill it! The bullet goes right through it, through its head, exploding the chunks all over Kurt. As its body crumples to the ground.
Kurt's fine with that. He's kind of tripping right now, so.
I'm gonna use a healing potion, Kurt. A first aid kit.
Okay. What's the first aid kit? 2?
I'll roll it. 2d4 plus 2.
And you guys gain 225 XP.
You recover 8.
That's a 2.
Get your sorry butt off the ground.
Alright, I'm good. Thanks for that talking coconut tree.
You said 225?
Yep, 225.
So we're at 2921. I mean 1921.
And the room in there just appears to be, if you're looking in the room that the creature was hanging out in, this looks like a small office, nothing of value, just a, computer, a couple little shelves with some random medical texts on them, chair, but it doesn't look like there's anything else of value in there.
All right, Kurt, are you gonna be okay? I'm gonna try to kick this door down now, so be careful.
No, I should be fine.
Which door are you planning on cooking? Oh, yeah, you're going back to the chief surgeon's store. Okay.
Yep.
Go back.
What do you want? Athletics? Strength?
Strength.
Have a restill. Yay!
You can try kicking the door, but it seems to be very solidly built. You feel the vibration all the way up through your leg.
I'm gonna try to kick it again.
No, you can't kick it again that soon. Sorry.
I'm gonna try and punch it.
Kurt can try to punch it, but each of you gets your own chance to strength or lockpick it. You can't just keep doing it until you hit the right until you hit the right number.
Does that open it?
Holy crap! Okay, Onyx is probably feeling shame right now. He's sitting there probably working out the kink on his leg, and he looks over at the little gnome, and the gnome just put his fist through the door.
I think I got it open, guys.
Wood splinters out, and he could reach in to unlock it.
Like, hang on, I got it. Where's it? Ah, there it is. Door's open.
What the hell?
I just-
Really? I softened that area for you.
I'm gonna go in and look around.
Alright. The first thing you might notice is that this is a very well-appointed office. I mean, the last office you were in, it might have been well-appointed at one point before all the blood and dead body and everything like that, but... Ah, good, we got Tim with us. No longer have to worry about playing Edvar. Woohoo!
Yay!
Welcome.
You look good.
Yeah, you just wasted another one of those tongue monsters.
Sweet.
2 of them.
Saving Kurt's life, actually, because poor Kurt was laying there pretty much dead on the ground.
He gave
I
me
got you,
apple.
bro. I got you.
But now Kurt,
I'm the one who healed his wounds.
but now Kurt is showing up Onyx by punching open a door. But okay. Yeah. So the door, you've successfully opened the door. You're looking at this well-appointed office. There's no blood. There's no dead body, so it's far better looking than the other one. You can see similar, books, shelves. However, the shelves in this room have inlays of like tree motifs. Pictures of trees carved into the wood themselves. And you see little bits of artwork along the walls, although it's kind of too dim in here because there's no... The artificial lighting is... Sorry, the emergency lighting is out in the hall, not in here, so there's pieces of artwork on the wall, but you really can't make them out with the lack of light in here.
I can.
Well, we
Which of
opened
you?
the garbage.
Well, currently only Kurt's in the room.
No.
So, this is going with what Kurt's saying. You can see that there is something mounted in a light box, so of course the light's off, behind the desk. You can see that the desk has a really comfortable chair. There's a computer monitor. That's pretty much what you can see from the doorway.
I'm gonna go to the side of the desk and look around the desk.
Alright. Let's see. Where did I write that? It's not my notes. 1 second. I wrote something about that. Where is it? Okay. Oh, that's where I put it. Duh. Like, I knew I wrote down exactly what's on this desk, and it took me a second to figure out where I put that information. I thought it was sitting right before me, and it's sitting right next to me. Alright. Okay. Let's see. You can see that the door to this desk is slightly ajar, and that the drawer that's ajar is also empty. It looks like it used to contain something or another. You can see that there's slight, what do I want to say, those little marks that you get after you try to like pick a lock and fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The scratches along the lock on that particular drawer. You also see a handwritten note on a legal pad sitting on the desk, and you can barely make it out in the dim light.
I'm gonna attempt to grab it.
All right. As you pick up the notes that's written down on the legal pad, bring it closer to you. You can read. You see that it says, "They're all against me. They're all against me. They're all against me. They're jealous."
And this guy is fucking crazy. I'm gonna
Somebody's
go
been-
Office.
see what that thing is behind the desk.
This guy's been hitting the bottle way too much.
You don't find
That was a lady.
the door is marked Dr. Ivory Summers. So make it that as you will. You have no idea if it's male or female. You have no idea who they are. You just know their name.
Probably
Ivory
one.
sh-
So what's the thing behind the desk?
Behind the desk, there's something mounted up in some sort of display cabinet above your head. It's a bit high for you to see.
I'm gonna wheel the chair over.
Did Felsing go in and look too?
Yeah, anybody can enter the office at any time. The rest of you are just standing around outside there.
Well,
I wanted
first
to see
wheel
the
that
num-
thing over, that chair over, and climb the chair.
Okay, so Felsi.
Stop for a little.
Okay, so Kurt, you move the wheelchair to point backwards. You step up on it. The chair kind of bumps into the desk, keeping it stable, and you see that there's some kind of tablet in the box.
Let's get it. Let's get the tab.
You can look at it. There's probably no power to it.
We can. I can have the zombie lift you up, Kurt.
Well, Kurt's standing on the chair is now high enough to reach the box. The glass fronted. It appears to be glass fronted and appears to be locked.
Summon that key, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna go punch it. My curiosity is getting the better of me.
Your hand kind of bounces off the glass. It feels painful.
Ah,
That's just for punching the door. Oh well, I'm gonna try to lift it up and then drop it on the ground.
You can't. It's mounted to the wall.
Damn it. Alright, whatever. I jump
here,
off the chair.
I'll try it. Move out of the way. Let's show you a real man can do it.
Did you find keys in the?
Oh man, I'm a no.
This is how you do it.
Go for it.
The glass crunches a bit, but it seems to be holding fast. It appears to be some kind of, well, I don't want to say, it's not safety glass. Safety glass will crumble away in those little tiny bits, but it's something, it's a type of glass that, bulletproof glass, that's what I want to say. It appears to be some kind of bulletproof glass. It's maybe designed to keep people from simply punching their way through it.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You mean
were saying?
Lexan? Lexan is beautiful.
Okay, I guess that's the word I'm looking for.
What was that you were saying?
Hey, at least I got to crack it.
Because I weakened.
What did you do?
So, nobody in the party at all has lockpicking skill.
Nope.
So you guys don't just need a healer, you need a rogue.
That's why I wanted to take Urban Bounty Hunter, because that would give me the lock picking ability.
Yeah, sadly it wouldn't have worked with the with the character backgrounds of the starting characters.
Yeah, it would have. They could have teaching a buddy like a Bounty Hunter class.
Actually, you had the option of taking those type of skills and picking up a lockpicker's box, toolkit. Like there was like a hacker set, there was like a locksmithing set, or not locksmithing, lockpicking set, or anything else like that you could have picked up from HQ.
But I asked you, and you said I couldn't. That I wouldn't be proficient in it.
Yeah, I'll have to remember. I'm sorry.
Is there
Yeah,
anything
'cause I asked for that from the beginning, and you go like, no. I'm like, I got a dexterity of 18. How can I not be? And you said no.
Rogue,
Is
that's
that
right.
what-
You needed rogue training. That's right.
Is
That's
there
what it
anything that
was.
resembles a lockpick in the room? Like just like tiny, like a paper clip or something?
You don't see anything right off the bat, no.
Kurt, tinker with it. Aren't you a tinker? Tink.
I could probably try. Tinker with the lock.
Yeah.
We can go
Alright,
maybe hunt down some keys.
Do you want me to roll for that?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want me to roll?
Isn't there a thing on your sheet that goes for the tinker skill or tinker, tinker tools?
Tinker tools, yeah. Try that.
Tinker, you tinker.
Working on it. Nope, it doesn't. I can't. It's sorry, it's in my equipment. I don't think I have anything for that I have set up.
What sort of skills and knowledges do you have?
I have. I'll look into it and get it as a skill.
Like, is it a proficiency? Because that would be the normal, I think.
Well, as a rock though, I am a natural tinker, anyways. So. I mean,
So isn't there like a tinker on the side or something? Hold on. Let me look at your sheet.
yeah, please do.
Oh, I see. You should have put it under tool proficiencies and custom skills. And you didn't when you started off your sheet.
Oh, okay. I'll have to add that then.
Yeah.
But for now, what do you want me to roll?
I'm gonna go with dexterity. Until we know otherwise, I'm gonna go with dex. Since you're working
It's
with fine
usually-
instruments.
It's usually dex because for a rogue, that's what it is. It's dex.
Okie dokie. We'll do +2 as well, so 20.
Okay. You tinker with it for about 5-6 minutes while everybody else is kind of standing around you and Edvard's standing watch out in the hall. And eventually you hear the thing click and the glass case swings open, revealing a tablet.
We'll pull it out.
It appears to be pretty old. It's made out of stone, and it's got some sort of metallic indentations in it that looks like some kind of common. Hold on a second, and I'll add it. I'll add the handout to your thing. Just give me a sec.
Ready?
It looks like me.
Keep dreaming.
I hope one of my ancestors wasn't made out of this.
All right.
It's your Uncle Bill.
Hey, I take offense to that.
You'll get over it.
Kurt, you're Anthony D, correct?
I am.
Okay. Like spacing out which one of those ones you were for a moment. All right, it is in your. It should be visible under journals. You can share it with the other players if you like, and read it off to them, or you can keep it to yourself.
I'm gonna read it out to them. I'm like, alright guys, it says, if I fail to keep up a bloodline, or if Lady Arundel or her children were to die out as well, the lock would only take the power of a godchild to open. Still, people remembering her like this and repeating her name might give her enough power someday to do the same. The terrifying event swallowed all of Xanadu capital and her tomb shortly after, sealed her in, destroying everything in its path. And then I'll go ahead and I'll show it to the others so they can take a look at it.
Who the heck is this referring to?
Well, it's referring to a tomb, so I'm gonna assume the lady that's buried underneath the museum. And
Oh.
I'm gonna assume somebody fucked with her tomb and released her, and now it's causing all this shit now.
Oh, that's right. This is gonna be fun.
That's just a wild, educated guess.
We gotta deal with an old hag now.
Yep.
Maybe she's not an old hag, dude.
If she's buried in a tomb, she's an old hag.
Well, I guess should should probably maybe clear out the other rooms before you go to the basement.
We weren't planning on going to the basement. I thought we were going to the second floor to the supply closet to get some supplies, and then hitting the armory.
That sounds about right.
Alright, that's cool.
We don't want to stay as longer than we have to in this place.
You know, it's a distinct possibility that the surgeon lady, who is fucking losing her mind, it's a distinct possibility she's been possessed. Just throwing that out.
That would be an interesting one.
I mean, she's writing shit like, you know, this note over here says that everybody's against her, everybody's against her. The other note in the other room is like, I haven't had to get rid of her because she's losing her mind.
Very true. Could be. Alright, where are the stairs? Let's find the stairs. That's what we came for. Stairs.
Edvar is the one that's closest to them. You can see that the entrance to the stairs is right here.
Alright. Alright. Everybody behind me. Let me take the lead.
Remember, don't poke anything that looks like it can eat us. Seriously.
Don't poke things on the ceiling, is the other way of saying it.
I'm not going through that shit again.
Alright, there you go.
I tried the door.
Alright. And the door pushes open pretty easily, revealing a stairwell going up and down. The emergency lighting is here, casting a red glow along the stairs.
Alright. I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace. Let's walk as softly as we can, guys. Up these stairs.
Right, I'm gonna go ahead and do my stuff.
Remember, that's adds a 10, so I'm at a 25.
I got 32.
Alright.
So up we go.
So, let's see here. I'm going to move your tokens. Don't move for a moment so I can... Oh, just everybody stay put. So I can grab you without accidentally grabbing a light. I'm just trying to put you all in there so I can grab and drag and drop. I'll let you know when you can move again.
Okay.
As you can see, you have vanished. Let me reset up your tokens, and we'll be right as rain. Alright. Reveal area. Okay. Dynamic lighting. To move you, Lyra. I have to do something for them. Sorry, I knew you were getting comfy there. Oh, she's hardly a pain in the ass. She's purring and curling up on me. So, you guys have arrived on the second floor. You can see a hallway. Instead of doors that appear to be for doctors, offices and everything, the doors that you can see across from you appear to be patient rooms.
Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna not open those doors. Chances are, something in there's gonna eat us.
But isn't that where we have to go anyway, where the medical supply is?
We're not going into any patient rooms.
Just getting the supplies and going.
Alright. Does everybody remember? Who remembers the map?
It's in your handouts. Ah! Never let go.
that's right. But it doesn't tell me which room's which, though.
All right. According to your map, and according to the indications on the map, not only are these patient rooms ahead of you, that this room over in this direction. Can you see where my thing's flashing, or is it all
Yep.
too dark? Okay. You know that the supply closet on your map is over here.
All
On your
right.
map.
So let's go, guys.
You know that there are operating rooms here and all the other rooms along the edges are all patient rooms.
Yes, walk quietly. Let's keep our silence. So stay close to me, but not so close.
Alright.
Right, so you're heading. Okay.
We're still in stealth, so because my pass without a trace lasts for an hour, I think.
Alright. Alright, stop moving for a second so I can recalculate something.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Give information to one of you.
There's a noise coming. You gotta be careful. Everybody, be ready for whatever might come. You guys have to stay within 30 feet of me, so for it to take effect. So stay close. I lean over this edge to see. Do I see anything?
You don't see anything down the corridor, but the noise that you were hearing before is getting a bit louder.
Okay. They can't hear us, so my pass without a trace muffles all sound and everything like that. So
Alright, stop where you are. Need to recalibrate. Everybody else can move up towards Onks, but Onks has to stop where he is. Does Pass Without a Trace also muffle you guys speaking?
yes,
Okay.
it muffles all sound.
Alright. So what do you wish to do with that information?
It sounds like a female voice, guys. So it could be the doctor that wrote the letter.
I
So
guarantee
we have,
you it's probably crazy.
yeah. So we gotta walk carefully. It's getting louder, so stay close. Everybody, weapons out. Ready for anything.
I'm gonna go ahead and draw my short sword.
I got my rapier.
Alright.
I got my rifle out.
You guys are Edvar. Stay closer. You too, Felsing.
You can make out a bit of light coming from the room just to the north of you. You can also see that this door is slightly ajar, and you can see sort of the backside of one of those same tongue creatures, the lickers, standing there. It seems to be moving back and forth in time to the voice that's speaking somewhere deeper in the room. Apparently, whoever's talking is attempting to talk to that creature.
Okay, so I tell them. I hand motion. Like, there's something in this room.
Can you tell what they're saying?
Can I tell what they're saying now?
Pretty much, you hear one voice. It's basically repeat. You can pretty much say what I already whispered to you. That's pretty much the long part of a long rant that's going on from inside the room.
She's not making any sense. I think it's the surgeon. So what do you want to do?
The gap in that dude's forehead.
Should we just keep going?
She might still have some information that we might need, though.
The crazy
Yeah.
lady?
I was gonna say, I don't think she's saying it enough, but you know.
But
Whoever
if she
she's
is
talking
possessed,
to.
but if she is possessed, we could get some information before.
Personally, I'd rather not. I have one key point left and I'm pretty low on health currently, so any fight I can avoid would be appreciated, but you do.
This is a team effort. You guys make the vote. Do we continue?
Yeah, let's just continue.
You guys are too far away. Get closer.
So your choice is to avoid any contact with that room.
Yes.
All right. Hey, Edvar, how far can you see into that room? I can't tell because of the extra lights.
I can see 4 squares by 8.
Can you put your directional thing in there just to point where you can see?
Yeah, I can see.
Don't move. I said use your pointer thing
Oh, okay.
so that I know what you can see and see if I need to describe anything to you as you're passing by. Alright, can you see anything over here or here?
I mean, I could see everything. Felsing.
Exactly. I would have seen
Yeah,
it.
I should be able to see everything in there.
Okay.
I mean, I see some
I can see that.
creature here.
Okay.
I
So,
see something.
As you're passing by and your eyes are kind of glancing nervously towards the semi-open door, one of the things you see is an operating table with what looks like one of the creatures you've been killing recently. It's kind of laying split open on the table. It looks like there's some various surgical tools attached to it. The tongue has been removed, and you can see it laying on another cart. And you can see bits of ribs that look fairly humanoid from this distance. And standing over it, ranting, is in a feminine voice, is some sort of really weird-looking humanoid creature that doesn't look like anything you've ever seen before. It's humanoid, and unlike the other ones that you've seen so far, this one actually has eyes, and is clearly looking down at what it's doing, even though it seems to be talking to whatever else is in the room, or maybe it's just talking to the corpse. It's covered in all sorts of spikes and spines. It has some claws, but it still seems to be able to hold a scalpel. And it seems to have shreds of some kind of lab coat of some kind up against those spines.
I think someone was doing some gamma experiments on it because we're looking at the abomination.
Do you guys want to go in and investigate, or you guys keep going?
I think we should probably keep going.
Yeah. At least if we get the medical supply.
Do you need me to heal you one more? I have enough.
That'd probably be wise. I don't have
And
any.
Alright, I'll do it again. And then we go investigate that room. I'm curious now.
Messages from Twitch.
I can
Eh?
cure wounds on you, Rick.
There's 6 more. I'm going in, guys. Cover me.
At least you're stealthy. They won't notice you're there.
Yeah, so I'll get an attack of opportunity at least before they know I'm there.
Isn't it just sound?
Well,
Yeah,
except for the one with the eyes that's currently operating, seemingly operating and ranting. As far as you know, the other creatures that you've encountered have been blind, but the one with the eyes will undoubtedly see you.
Yeah, but I'll attack something that I see over here first. So that's why I say cover me. I'm going in.
Okay.
Alright. As soon as you take a step into the room, the figure that's working on the operating table kind of looks up, looks over at you, and says, "You're not dressed right."
Even though we're stealthy.
Exactly.
The stealthing was an auditory, and you also happen to walk right into the room. Stealth doesn't always help with certain things. The other creatures do not seem to notice you, but the one that's on the working on the operating table does.
But that's why I'm attacking the one that I see by the door.
It's talking to you. The thing at the door does not seem to notice you. Are you going to attack even though you're being talked to? That's the question.
Yeah,
Are you still going to attack something at random even though there's somebody talking to you?
I go like, you might be in danger, and I'm gonna attack that.
Oh my god.
Stop, you fool! The creature kind of bounds over towards you, and kind of pushes the other creature away before you can strike at it. You're going to interrupt my subjects.
What do you mean subjects? They've been attacking us for no reason.
Not the ones in this room. They are my patients.
Are you responsible for all this?
All what?
All these creatures that I have been forming.
Hardly.
Okay, so what are you doing here?
What am I? This is my operating room, you fool.
But I'm gonna walk in. Are you Ivory?
The figure turns, and you can see that there is a pierced name badge on the one side of its spiky extrusions. That definitely says Ivory. Does appear to be Ivory Summers' name badge. The face on the name badge, however, is clearly of a half-elven woman, not some spiky demon-looking monster. And it responds with, "Of course. Who do you think I was?"
I thought you were Ivory. That's the reason why I asked. I wanted to confirm my suspicions. May I ask what happened to you?
What happened to me? The figure kind of folds its arms and seems to be studying Kurt from a distance, while the other creatures around appear to be docile. By the way, before I respond in response, there's one other creature in this room that you've never seen before. It is standing motionless over in the corner. It's tall and gangly, with long arms, and appears to be long spikes on the end of each arm. They're thick enough to be used as swords. It too is lacking in eyes, but it appears to have a massive row of teeth in its jaw. Let's see. She responds with people were trying to kick me out of my own operating room. I could not tolerate that.
Okay.
Any particular reason why they would want to kick you out of your operating room?
Because they're jealous, of course. Much like these
Yep.
patients here.
Can we ask her why she doesn't look anything like her name badge?
You can go ahead and ask her in character.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I asked
Why
her.
don't you look anything like your name badge?
By whatever are you talking about? She kind of looks down at her hands for a moment, then looks down over at her name badge, and then kind of just looks at you. Is it the? Her eyes are very dark, and they're not as expressionful. You know, they're not as expressive as the normal humanoid eyes, but you can still get this impression that she's giving you the "Are you crazy?" look.
Edvard just pokes his head in. I think you're beautiful. But stays outside.
Why, thank you, young man. Someone who can appreciate the physical things. She looks
happen
back.
to agree with you.
She looks
I guess.
at the other two.
I guess
Yep.
we can kill them and we can reanimate their corpses and try to get the answers from them that way.
She chuckles a bit if you said this out loud. But she looks over at turns back to Kurt. She doesn't seem to be considering Onyx a threat, even though he was attempting to strike down at one of the creatures that she had in her operating room. So it says, she says, young man, how would you like to do me a favor?
Oh,
I'm
I
not
appreciate
into
the
that
compliment.
stuff.
I'm not that young.
I'm not into that kind of stuff.
Well, what do you need help with? And I'll consider it.
Well, before I had to maintain my operating room so suddenly, I found out that my manuscript had been stolen. The cowardly and envious creature that took it, but got all the way up to the 4th floor and locked himself in. But by the time that I had to come here to secure my operating room,
I see.
I really need that manuscript back.
Alright, I look at Onyx like, what do you want to do, guy? Oh, fearless leader. Do I help
Oh,
this?
now I'm all fearless leader, right?
I've been calling you that since you're like, okay, I'm the leader. Alright.
But you have been mutated. You don't seem like yourself.
She looks back at you and kind of narrows her eyes. You hold your tongue, sir. I'm not as sick as these jealous lot.
It's okay, ma'am. He has strange taste to women.
I see. Well,
I'm thoroughly confused.
if you can retrieve my manuscript, I will make sure you're well compensated for it. None of you look very well. I imagine that you could do with some nice medical supplies, she offers.
That would be very helpful.
Good.
So, in exchange for the medical supplies, do you want us to get your manuscript on the 4th floor?
Yes, I cannot go far from my operating room, or some jealous hack will take it from me.
Of course, of course. Here, let me discuss it with my crew, and we'll get you an answer in the next few minutes. I motion for Onyx to leave, and I go out here to the hallway to talk to the other two.
Ooh. Hold on. My character doesn't move for me right now.
So I'll ask the crew, like, alright guys, so it appears that she has the medical supplies we're looking for. In exchange for them, she wants us to go up to the fourth floor and grab something.
I don't think she's all in her head, to tell you the truth.
How do
It's
we know
true.
she has the supplies?
Because she's insane. She's obsessed with the idea that people are trying to take things from her. So it seems like it'd be in her nature to grab as much as she could herself.
That being said, you got to look at the operating room. Other than the supplies for the operation, you did not notice any of the medical supplies you were looking for in the room itself.
Probably. I mean, we're in a hospital. We'll find the supplies, surely.
Why
But
don't we tell her that we're going to find her manuscript, but just keep moving? Like,
She doesn't-
we're pretty close to where the supply closet is supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
Why don't we just go there? Just tell her that we're gonna go and get her manuscript, so we don't have to fight her and her 4 beasts.
Maybe we should get the manuscript and just get it.
Find
and then
out.
go from there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
might actually
definitely. I think we should just leave.
Because
her.
I mean, it's a manuscript, so it's probably magic, and it's probably a clue to what's going on with this whole freaking city or village.
Or we can just kill them all right now.
Please don't.
We could. I love a good fight.
Well, it
I
would
know
be
you
4
saw that
against
thing in
4.
the corner, but it looks like you can skewer me whole and hold me over on fire.
That's why you guys stay in the back. I'll provide the shield. But it's your call.
I think we should just
We should
tell
just
her that we're gonna
accept.
find it and go and find the supplies ourselves. And if we come across the manuscript, then we come across it.
Told us where it was, essentially.
And
I
just,
still
if we go up to that level.
I believe we should find out what this. Maybe, like Kurt said, it could be has some valuable information we could use.
Plus, she said some creature is hoarding it.
Yeah, it's probably like
You'll
an
get
enemy
your
to her, so he might be an ally to us.
Or you can get your fight.
Why don't we ask her if some of these creatures can come along with us?
That's true.
Well, there's also the point where they might turn on us if they get a certain distance from her.
Well, we could always ask her.
It's true. I'm just saying if we did.
Yeah, he's saying that if we're like going to a trap or something, then we're outnumbered for sure.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'd like the additional help, but I also like the idea of not being attacked from behind.
Okay, so are we gonna go and
I'll go ask her.
find this manuscript?
Yeah.
It looks like we are.
Okay.
I'll go let her know.
I think we could find the manuscript, because check it out. If we do, we find this manuscript. It's probably magical, so it probably included what's going on. We also find the person that's hoarding it, which very well may be an ally to us, or maybe not an ally. But I mean, obviously it's taken it from them for some reason. So it's
Yeah.
probably I think we're gonna learn some pivotal information. Right now we're just confused,
Yes,
as much as we were pretty much when we walked into this place.
And
exactly.
if anything, we can just through the window.
So,
But I'll go ahead. I'm like, all right. So we'll go ahead. We'll get your manuscript for you.
yes, you will need my access to the 4th floor, and of course to the supply room that you would note that you will be able to get your medical supplies from. She thinks for a moment. Yes, and you will need me there to retrieve them because I'm sure that the group of you will just awaken the lazy assholes who are sleeping in there.
That's entirely possible.
She thinks for another moment and pulls out a key card from a scrap of a pocket that's hanging off her side. It seems to be fixed. The pocket itself is fixed in with the spines, but the key card is still safe and sound in there. When she hands it over, you'll need this to get up to the 4th floor. I wouldn't recommend, again, trying to use it to get into the supply closet, or you'll end up awakening those that are sleeping in there. They are not happy when they get woken up.
see. Well, thank you very much for your assistance. We will be back momentarily with your manuscripts.
Lazy orderlies, she says, heading back to her surgery project.
Thank you, doctor.
I look at Ed Bar behind me. That's probably why we shouldn't go there yet, because apparently there's more of these things in there. So either way, we'd have to fight.
I'm just confused because she used to be
this
hot.
way we can get the manuscript.
She's what?
She used to be hot, and then something happened. That's what I'm wondering, though, dude. Why is she not hot anymore?
Maybe if we fix this, she'll get changed back.
Yeah, but I mean, what changed her? That's just crazy.
Maybe this is cursed.
Even in her insanity, she's still pretty sane. I mean, compared to everything else that we've encountered here.
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, she actually carried on like 4 or 5 sentences.
Yeah. We could understand her. Alright, which way are we going? Where are we going?
Well, we have to go back to the stairs.
Yes.
Back the way we came. Whether they go down here quietly. I'm actually gonna stealth.
You're still stealth.
No, I thought we broke stealth when we were talking to her.
Oh, we have to roll another stealth, but Pass Without a Trace lasts for an hour. And it hasn't been an hour.
Alright. Stairs we go.
We got 100 more.
Nice.
So I decided to reward you for letting me get to give out the quest from Ivory instead of just attempting to attack her.
I'd rather not attack things that don't want to attack me.
Oh, you keep personally close to having her attack you anyway, but... No, wait, I shouldn't be saying that because you still end up evoking, getting her to getting into a fight with her later.
I'll just keep saying she's pretty.
You guys are nuts if you
Be
think
like
that's
Trixie
pretty.
Tang, or be like Timmy Turner when he finally got Trixie Tang. He's just like, "Gosh, you're pretty." She's like, "I know."
Yeah, if you guys just stand out there in front of the stairwell, I can gather you all up and drag you into the 4th floor.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for Onyx, unless Onyx is having difficulty moving.
No. Actually, yes, but I'm good now.
Okay. Whoops. Ah, damn it! I had you, and then you moved.
Oh.
Because I needed you all. I needed you all to line so that I wouldn't grab the lights while I was grabbing you.
Okay.
Because the lights are on the token layer.
There you go.
Thank you. There we go. Now I just have to reveal the area. As you come up to the 4th floor stairs, you see that there is a card reader in the door with a little light over it. This is apparently why the doctor had given Kurt the key card, so that you can pass through here and not have to worry about it.
That's weird. There's no power, but the key card still works.
The emergency power. So the emergency power basically is
Okay.
locking the 4th floor, which apparently is the crazy / criminal ward.
Psych ward?
Yep.
We're in Arkham.
I can't see. Yeah.
I know, I haven't revealed areas yet. Don't worry about it.
Okay, sorry.
We will run to Skeletor. Yeah. Curse you, He-Man. Yeah.
Wrong cartoon.
No, right, that's me. I can grab it. There we go. Alright, so you step out of the stairwell, you find yourself in a rather cold and foreboding space. You can definitely smell death in the air. and you can hear faint chuckles coming from non-distinct areas. It doesn't appear to be coming from the area directly around you, but you can definitely hear it coming from somewhere in this 4th floor. And it's more than one chuckling in different directions.
Thanks, Onyx. Now we know the fucking Joker's here.
No, not that kind of chuckles. You don't hear anybody that sounds like Mark Hamill. Because he is my favorite Joker as far as anything else is concerned.
Mark Hamill, John DiMaggio, Bradley Baker at one point. We'll look around this corner.
Alright. Looks like you're in an area of small offices and what is it? Psychiatrist's office, like some kind of locked medical area, area for like medications, and there appears to be a security room right here with barred windows. You can see like.
Let's get into the security room and see if we can find this guy.
All right. You gotta take. Which way? The way I'm going, or the which way?
Yeah. You can see a gate, basically a gate. It's made out of metal, so trying to punch through it would probably be very damaging to you. Unlike the hard doors that are down below. But you can see a little bit through the mesh. You can see that there's nobody in there, but you can see various tables and unlit monitors.
Won't the key card work?
There doesn't appear. It doesn't appear that the key card is linked to the system. It looks like there's just regular metal keys that go into these locks.
All right, Tinker, go Tinker.
I will attempt to. I didn't do so well.
I can try to.
Your skills fail you here.
Yep.
Yeah, your skills are still failing here.
Unless Onyx wants to yank the lock off.
I'll try to pull it. Nope.
Can I try again?
No. Everybody only gets like one shot on these sort of things before it, resets to like resting time and everything.
Okay.
I'm gonna just try to slice my way through with my sword.
It's made out of metal.
You can try.
I could
That's true.
try. The AC might be high, but it's still a door. Nope.
God, are we all getting shit rolls today? Jeez.
Yeah, and as you try to connect your rapier with the door, the tip of the rapier just breaks off. You go skidding around. Your damage possibly destroyed your rapier in the attempt.
This was given to me by my grandfather's uncle's best friend's roommates.
They gotta have a backup. I throw that away. I keep my other rapier. I'm not trying that again. Why don't we just shoot the lock?
I'm gonna get as far away from that as possible.
What kind of lock is it?
Stand back. I'm gonna try this.
It's basically, if you ever seen a really secure, door in like a hospital or any sort of not a prison necessarily, but like it's really difficult to explain. It's just that I can see it as there's a bunch of metal mesh and there's a lock completely set into it. It's not like a lock that you can cut down or anything like that.
You're talking
It's
like,
like-
Oh, I wish you would have explained that before I tried to smash it.
Is it a
I'm thinking like a doorknob or something like that.
No, there's no doorknob. It's one of those things you have to grab hold of the mesh and pull apart once it's unlocked. It's not meant to be easy to get in and out.
Security door for a psych ward. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
not like
I've never been to a psych ward, so I can't.
Neither have I, but I've seen plenty of movies.
But I've seen people shoot it off in movies.
Yeah, that's like
Crazy.
an external lock. This is a lock that's inside there. Doesn't mean you couldn't poke it out, which is what I figured you were doing with the rapier. But you managed to catch the blade at the wrong angle and break it off, and break the blade off instead of the door.
I'm not using my other rapier for that.
All right.
Wait a minute. Hang on, let me
Why don't
check
you
something
somebody
here.
just use magic and blow it off?
Yes. Does anybody have knock?
Nope.
I'm gonna not.
Mage hand? Come on, you guys.
I'm gonna try cutting it with my sword.
Try the lock. Don't hit the thing. You're not gonna be happy if you break it.
What if I hold up a dagger to the actual lock and Onyx
Does that open it?
hits it? Can we draw that? If it does, then it's open.
Kurt just punched his short sword through the lock, and he
Okay,
hits it
come
go
on.
creak.
It's open. I'm gonna go in.
Once again, he's upstaged Onyx.
That's because my sword is made of flimsy metal like a rapier. You said that we see monitors. Monitors.
Yeah, they're all cold. And, you know, they're all blank at the moment. No power to them. You can see like chair for somebody sitting, but you don't see any bodies or anything like that in there. So you have no idea what happened to whoever might have been sitting there. The doors were locked, so maybe they ran out of the ward. Ran out of the security office to stop something, but locked the door behind them, or the door auto-locked. It's hard to tell. Of course, now you don't have to worry about that because you broke the door.
Well, if the emergency power is working, these should work. I'm gonna try to turn the monitors on.
It seems that the emergency power does not extend to the monitors.
Damn it.
What now? Ha.
You do see a little note scrawled on a pad nearby. This one is a similar sentiment to one of the other doctors. That's another note that you found earlier, basically saying that the locked ward is at full capacity and there's more fights and people acting crazy every day. A lot of people that are deemed that are dangerous but not deemed to be not as crazy as others have basically been moved to the holding cells at the prison. And then some of them are going we don't know what's going on here. Maybe there's something in the water. Watch yourselves, that sort of thing. Now, whoever wrote it was probably worried about it.
There's no way.
Throw me in the river.
Sorry, go on. What were you saying?
There's no way I can find something to reroute the power into here.
Do you have an electronics kit?
No, I have a tinker's kit.
I have a
Then no.
Who has the electronics kit?
I have a hacker's kit that I got from HQ.
No, that's the hacker's kit. That would help you. That would have gotten you through the doors without the key card.
I got
Yeah,
That
that's-
wouldn't.
It says
You would need the electronics. You would need the electronics kit to reroute power.
Okay, well, it's the same kit that was used that we were going to use to get power for communications, but we just never did that.
Oh, then you should have had the electronics kit, not a hacker's kit in your bag.
Yeah, I picked
Okay.
up the hacker's kit.
Okay, then if you wrote down the wrong thing, that's fine. We can just unless it was the other guy, Horace, that was carrying that around.
Horace might have had the.
Yeah, that could have been it. Horace might have been carrying the electronics kit, and then he's vanished. So
Yeah,
you guys are out of luck. You just have a hacker's kit.
we have two.
Is there
So now you use that. Now the hacker's kit. Where was it when we had to open the door? The hacker's kit could have helped.
Yeah, the hacker's kit could have helped you open the door without needing Ivory's keycard.
I was suggesting that we do it, but I was asking if the door is electronic.
Oh, for the door that we just.
The door up here to the locked ward, and apparently the door to the supply closet requires a keycard.
All right. What else do you see, guys?
Yeah, is there anything else in here?
Let's see. This is.
This floor in here?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Is there a map of this floor in this room?
No, you don't see any maps of this floor.
Damn.
It's probably one of those things that the guards, if they needed a map, had them on their phones. If anybody would like to roll search, I can tell you if you find anything.
I'll search.
Yeah, because basically that's the sort of stuff you see, without needing to roll search. If you roll search, I can tell you if there's anything extra in the room.
You mean an investigation?
Investigation, sorry.
I didn't find shit.
Cool. Finally, a
Fail.
nice roll. Was that a natural? That was. Wow.
And you find whatever we're supposed to find in here.
Hold on.
Hey, Samantha.
And there you go, Edward.
Anybody find anything?
I found a non-lethal baton,
Sweet.
a bottle of pills, and 5 loose bullets for a gun.
What kind of gun?
Just a regular gun, handgun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, versus
got
like
plenty
the
of
rifle
those.
bullets and everything.
Pardon?
I said versus like your rifle bullets. This wouldn't work for your rifle.
I got plenty of. I haven't even my gun once. Since
I'll steal those bullets.
I'll take a couple too. I'll just take 2 of them.
Okay.
Who needs a clip? I could give. I got 4 clips without being used, and there's one in my gun. So
I have 15 currently now. Shit.
Oh, okay. Well, then you can have all of them then.
Oh, okay.
You can have, it's 5 bullets.
is everybody good on ammo? Because I
Yeah.
just like to whack things.
Yeah, I need rifle ammo.
Oh, I don't have rifle. I have a regular bullets. I'm an upfront guy. I like to get my hands dirty.
I feel that. I feel that, dog.
So that about sums it up for what you found in that room.
And there's no other, sorry.
So no other info that you can see, and no other equipment, the little articles of value that you can find. Edward found all of it.
Okay. Well, then I guess we just go on and
Yes.
Check
We gotta
this.
find. We gotta find where this person is holding up at.
chances are he's the one that's giggling.
Yeah, we gotta find that. That's where it's coming from.
What's this door over here?
It appears to be into another area. You can't really make out much of anything through the slats, but it looks like there is a table and some chairs locked. Put up against this door as if to keep it closed from the other side.
I'm gonna knock on it.
Crack, crack, crack. You don't hear anything from that side.
Okay.
There has to be another.
There's another door over there. People put some shit up against it to prevent it from people.
It's metal, you said?
Yep.
Never mind.
Good call.
I'm the muscle. You guys take care of the thinking part.
Well, let's find that giggling.
Let's find the Joker.
Yeah. Can I do a perception check to try and...
Yes, you may.
Uh,
You have no idea. It appears, as far as you're concerned, it's just echoing in your head, and it's not actually external from you.
it's
I'm
the
gonna
remnants
try-
of the acid I took earlier.
I'm gonna try to figure out where it's coming from.
All
You
right.
hear noises.
What was that, talking sunflower?
I'm gonna whack you on the head.
Was what? Your leaves don't look like they do anything.
All right. Typo.
I believe it's south from us, guys. So let's head south. Which way's south now?
It's three down from you. It's not like one of those weird maps on on Strahd, which doesn't seem to be paying attention to which direction things are.
Okay, that's what I'm making sure.
You see another locked secure door over here, and you can kind of vaguely make out shapes moving around past it.
And we still have patch without trace, yeah?
Yep. And as long as hasn't been. Let me just double check the time on that.
Would it'd still be going on? Would, however, the gate moving make noise, or would that
Yeah,
also
it
be
could take-
muffled?
That'd be muffled because it's a
Okay.
30
Go for it,
foot
then.
range. Somebody has to try to open it. Go ahead, Kurt. Do your magic again.
Would the key card work?
Actually, on this door, it does appear yes, there is a key card holder right there. You can just open it up.
Hey guys, let's try the key card first.
I tried the key card first.
And it pulls you into there. The red light is still fairly dim, but you can definitely make out the shape of at least 3 of your favorite new monster wandering about.
I'm gonna sneak up to one and start whacking it.
Oh my god.
Alright.
You guys shoot. I go shoot at the other 2.
Kurt slaps his face.
I'll Hunter's Mark. That one.
Because we still get our surprise round before they actually notice us. So
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot the one that's been marked.
and I'm gonna go for the one over here in the corner. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Kurt, what do you... Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, Kurt, which one are you hitting again? The one with the purple mark?
Yep.
Okay. Onyx, that one's easy.
Those were some good hits.
-5 and -9. Alright.
Okay.
That's upsetting.
I can't wait for next level when I could actually get a feat. I think feat or I'm gonna get alert.
We're missing Edvar, it looks like.
Oh, sorry.
Always Edvar at the
Oh.
end.
Wow, are you guys serious?
Dude, we rolled the same thing.
Wow.
Edvar and Felsing are all 9s. Love it. Okay, the first one
This is upsetting.
turns around and strikes out at Onyx. And still manages to miss him. Onyx.
Just put that tongue back where it belongs.
Don't lick me.
First kiss on the first date.
God damn it.
Managed to stab it once. So you have 2 different rapiers. You had 2 different rapiers, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And you get 2 attacks with the 1 rapier?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think he has his first extra attack now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This one sniffs the air and immediately launches itself towards Onyx. And it has pack tactics. Not that that matters because it rolled 24 first. And it gets you 7 bludgeoning and 6 acid.
Are you starting to see shit too?
Nah, not yet.
His flesh and armor start to bubble slightly.
How much was that total?
That would be a 13 altogether.
Okay.
But acid, of course, will eventually destroy your armor.
Okay.
It's about to your skin.
hmm The other one, of course, smells and hears where the others are too, and basically, you're now Onyx is now surrounded by a pack of these things.
Crap.
That one manages to miss. Edvar.
Crap.
Jeez, sorry your own leg off.
Just gonna fire my rifle.
Pew pew. Pew pew pew.
Ha!
Take that, racist.
Which one are you aiming at?
The one that's been hunted marked.
Which means you have advantage on it.
Plus another 3 damage.
Okay, so that's 11. Kurt.
Attack. This one.
All right. And your shot goes wide. Felsing.
Alright. I'm gonna have the zombie attack this one that I'm pinging.
All right.
I'm sorry, I always click that twice, I'm so sorry.
Ah, then you missed it.
Yeah.
And
then
what
I'm
will you
gonna-
do?
And then with the same, attacking the same zombie, I'm gonna do Fireball.
Nice. 6 damage. This one is still attacking Onyx. Pack tactics, but doesn't matter. 2 11s. Both miss. Onyx.
I'm whacking the one that tried to whack me twice.
5 damage. Slice a little patch of skin off of it.
And as
That's right, you get a second attack.
I already did it.
Yeah,
It
that
was-
one missed.
I did. Yeah, but as a bonus action, I'm gonna do second, which is 1d10 plus my con for health.
Cool. And after you're done with that, they're getting attacked again. 11 plus 4 acid.
Stupid dog.
15 damage altogether.
Thank God I did. I did that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right.
So that means you would take. Yeah. That's awesome. Then you're getting attacked a second time. Bludgeoning, followed by 7 acid damage. I think at this point your armor, your at least one piece of armor, depending on how much armor you have on, is melting
All
away.
all I have is the leather.
Yeah, the leather coat has just melted off your body as you fall to the ground.
Yep.
You're no longer protected by a leather coat.
Then I'm screwed.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to wear my leathers, but you said I couldn't have leather armor.
Well, the coat is the equivalent of leather armor.
okay.
Yeah, it's the leather coat has the same stats as leather armor. It was just listed as a leather coat as a as flavoring, but it is
okay.
leather armor. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So your leather armor melted off. Is basically another way of saying.
Gotcha.
Edvar.
I'm just gonna shoot the one that's 100 mark again. After whoa.
Ooh, nice.
Plus another 5.
Nice. That one seems to have been badly hurt at this point. Kurt,
Alright, I would shoot.
you've just seen Onyx collapse to the ground as his armor melts away.
Damn it. I'll go shoot the last one.
Okay.
Is that hit?
Yep. You get advantage, and therefore that is 7 damage. More blood comes gushing down from its body, splattering against the wall back here. Felsing!
Alright, the zombie's gonna attack this one here.
Alright.
We did once a time. And then I'll fall off the firebolt.
Okay, 3 damage from the zombie. The firebolt manages to go wide and strikes into this wall over here. Alright, let's see. This one is now climbing over the body and is striking out at the zombie. 8 bludgeoning, 5 acid. How much health does your zombie have? It was made from a level 1 commoner.
Yeah, so it's just 22 hit points.
It's still up. That's 22.
Yes. So that would be 13, which means it would be down to 9. Alright, I'll do it then. I'm not sure if you can see that on your token or not. Let's see, Onyx has to do a death save at this point.
No! I don't want to.
Do it.
And I failed.
First fail. This one comes over to surround the zombie. And I think the zombie is dead.
Oh, zombie, no.
Yeah. The zombie starts dissolving in a pool of acid, collapsing to the ground. What's left of it, burnt to flesh that are now... You can smell it in the air, the acid meeting the dead flesh. Okay, this one sniffs the air and streaks down towards
No.
Edvar.
No.
Oh, no.
Got some serious damage on Edvar.
Oh.
Yams were hot tonight, Jesus.
Yeah. 15 damage altogether.
Not bad.
I'm just waiting till you move till you actually update your sheet, so I can see how much life you have left. Or you can just what you do is you go to your token and go to the health line, which is the red one, and just type -15 into that slot, and it'll automatically update.
Sorry. Okay, what happened?
Need me to do it?
I've never done it before. I've never been hit, so I have no idea.
Oh, okay, then I'll do it.
Where exactly do you do it?
You click on your token, and you'll see that there's three little circles with numbers in them. The one that says 9 is now your current hit points.
That should not be it at all. I have 35 hit points. So
Okay,
I
that's
should have
weird.
20.
Alright, I'll just retype 20 in there. There must be something wrong with your token. Let me see if I can fix that. Ah, I see. Because your bar says nothing on there. Let me fix that. That's why. My bad. I'll double check after the session to see if your token needs to be updated in terms of your HP, because your HP should be in that bar, and it's not currently. It just listed a number that made me think that your HP was in that bar. There we go. There we go.
There we go. Sweet.
And it is your turn.
As a bonus action, can I switch my Hunter's Mark to that one?
Sure.
I will... Can I get this one here?
You'd be at disadvantage for shooting from one over there when you've got another one right in front of you.
You can move 5 feet. You'd still get disadvantage. No?
Yeah, you'd still get disadvantage because then you'd be blocked by the wall.
Yeah, because you're still 5 feet away from an enemy.
No, but you'd also be partly blocked by the wall. You don't have a good angle.
Yeah.
Plus, you have to take an attack of opportunity because you take disadvantage for shooting at a.
Yeah. It's so I was yeah. I'll fire at this one just because I'll be able to see it.
You're still at disadvantage because of the monster in front of you, though.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, as long as you have a monster within 5 feet of you, get.
I wasn't even thinking about it from that thing. I was thinking about the fact that it's directly in front of him and blocking his line of sight to the other monster. Well, they aren't very tall, but still, it's jumping around in front of you. There's movement, there's distraction.
Okay, I'll fire at this one. I know it's with disadvantage, so.
Yeah, that's a miss. Oh, wait, no, that's a hit because it's at disadvantage. Sorry, duh.
Oh, sweet.
Excellent. Now roll your additional damage.
Nice.
Nice. It is now bleeding profusely in front of you. Kurt!
What'd you get for hitting me?
I'm gonna hit the shoot this one. Sorry.
That was just with my pistol. Handgun.
Pew pew pew.
And it's dead. Its body collapses to the ground. Acidic tongue lolling, sizzling the floor slightly. Felsing!
I told Fausting that I asked for earlier.
Alright, I'm gonna attack the one that's near Onyx.
Eleven. Nice. Nearly staggers back into the wall with that hit. Do you have any other damage you can do?
No, not as bonus action or anything.
This thing responds by tracking the magic missile back to its source and attempting to lick you. Miss. Another death save for Onyx.
Oh no!
Come on.
Woohoo! He made that one. He lives another turn.
Yay.
This guy's going after Edvar. Miss.
Nice.
Edvar.
Bastard. That actually hit?
Yeah.
Sweet.
You put a few more holes into it. More blood's leaking out onto the floor. Kurt.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot at the one that's attacking Felsen. Pew.
Miss.
Pew!
Felsing.
And the one that's in front of me.
Alright. And that one's dead. You're down to one.
Yay.
More chances for Onyx to survive. Let's see that roll.
Let's see if
Roll
I
it.
survive.
Just barely made it.
Yeah.
Cool.
One more and it'll be out of the woods. This one wraps its tongue against Edvar's body, causing 10 damage. 4 of which acidic, slowly trying to eat into your armor.
But I like my coat.
Yeah, and poor Onyx lost his coat. He no longer has one. Don't worry, there's a police station. You could probably pick up a new coat from there. If not, the mall probably has something.
Yeah, but that means I have to shoot. I can't go up front now. You guys are screwed.
Mm-hmm. Edvar.
That hit?
Yes, it does. And it's dead.
Oh, cool.
Yay.
Nice.
And the XP fairy brings goods. You've taken out 3 more of those things.
I'll go over to Onyx and cast Cure Wounds on him. I think I can cast it at a higher level now, right?
I want to animate one of the corpses.
As you attempt to animate one of the corpses, you find that the spell does not work on them.
I think that's right. So 8.
I'm gonna
Okay.
check work while stealth there.
Give me 1 second.
Like, I'm gonna check the door. Not open it yet.
Well, the door is definitely locked.
I'm gonna have
You
to
guys
go
are all
to-
muffled out there from the, from the Pass Without a Trace.
Not anymore.
Not anymore? Okay.
I went down, so that spell is.
Oh, good point. Sorry, I forgot about that. So, as you're getting close to the door, you can hear soft giggling from the other side.
Hey, I think I found it.
I'm getting 9 more. 19 more. 19.
Give me 1 second, guys. I need to find the right picture.
I need to leave in a few, guys.
need some healing.
I unfortunately do not have a good picture. Wait, I don't need it because the door's not open yet. That's what Alex is rolling.
Here, take a healing potion.
Oh, thank you. What is it? 1d4?
1d4. 2d4. Plus 4. No, 2d4 plus 2, sorry.
Thank you very much.
That's right. All of you should have this tablet in your journals. There we go. Because Kurt read it out loud, so you all know the information on that tablet.
Yep. I'm naked. You see all my bulging bustles now. Ugh. Ugh. Well, guys,
Kurt may not look it, but he's pretty ripped underneath his clothes too. You know, because he's a monk. He spends all his days punching things.
yeah, my AC went from a 17 to a 14, guys.
But AC is 16. That's the way to get hit.
I won't be up front anymore. I'll be shooting from now on. Yeah, so we gotta be careful.
Welcome to the club.
Oh boy.
So, are you going to do anything about the door that you heard somebody giggling behind, or do you wish to stop for the session altogether?
I was looking at it and I thought you were looking at something.
No, I was looking for something and then realized, oh, you hadn't tried to open the door yet. You were just fiddling with it.
I was going to investigate the door, but yeah, that didn't work out.
Shall we just end it here, guys? I gotta go with a few.
Yeah, probably should.
Yeah, alright.
All right.
Is there anywhere around that we can, like, have a full rest at in here? Like a locked room of some sort?
Well, if you hadn't broken the lock on the secure room over there, you probably could have used that. But then again, you probably wouldn't have. That would have been very cramped. You might be able to go back downstairs and use an office and just like push a door, not a door, push like some furniture in front of it.
Can't we just take shifts in that place?
The problem is that pretty much that secure room with all the furniture in it, only one of you, maybe two, if one of the two is Kurt, can lay down on the floor at any given time. Like, Kurt could probably lay across the table.
But that's what...
It would only be a short
okay.
rest. You wouldn't be able to do a long rest in there with all of you.
Well, if we can just quickly go down to the third floor and use an office, might as well.
We have to go to the second floor because we haven't investigated the third floor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, it's up to you guys. I'm kind of
probably
tapped.
should be the key.
Yeah, we haven't really taken time to rest. So yeah, we should.
Alright. I'll just pick you guys up I imagine you'd rather Ivory's office on the first floor rather than the dead guy's office.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll just move you guys in there. And then we can think long rest. Yay!
Kurt can meditate, regain his
Still
key.
take shifts though, guys. We'll have to take shifts.
That's fair.
We can't be too safe either.
So we should pick up Lumos' tiny hut when they get high enough.
Alright. So that'll be it for today. glad you guys could make it for this impromptu setting because I was sick on Wednesday. I always hate it when that happens. But I hope to get to see you this coming Wednesday, where you finish investigating more of the hospital and maybe retrieve something for Dr. Ivory. And hopefully find some way of re-armoring Onyx. Because now he's just as weak as the rest of you.
Maybe a
And that's
lab coat
bad.
will do.